Yeah, so I don't think Rishi Sunak's going to be rushing to trigger an early general election. I think it's fair to say the results that we've seen so far in England's local elections that have been trickling through worse than anticipated for the government. One hell of a wake-up call. And is it just the case now that having ousted Boris Johnson, the election winner, having ousted Liz Truss, voted for by Conservative members, have the Tories just completely and utterly blown it? Because we heard before the elections that losing 1,000 seats was the absolute doomsday scenario, with expectation management, of course. And actually, some evidence that perhaps the losses for the Tories could get towards that figure at time of recording. They're down 426 seats, Labour up 241, the Lib Dems up 122, and the Greens 84. So that's quite interesting in terms of that split. And I'm going to talk about that a bit more in a second. But before I get to that, just to highlight one of the big results that we've seen come through was Medway in Kent, a huge one that saw the Tories lose control there. Some of the feedback that we've seen so far, Dr. Chris Newton saying, if you continually dick around with the leadership, have no sense of what you stand for and offer the public no distinct vision, compelling policies or sense of delivery, it's not surprising the Tories are getting the results they're getting today. And of course, we've heard lots from the government about stopping the boats, which they haven't done, still refusing to leave ECHR, but still not talking at all about these ridiculously high levels we're seeing now of legal net migration, something I think is going to become a bigger and bigger issue. You had the Conservative MP John Redwood saying many former Conservative voters stayed at home in protest at high taxes, lack of control of our borders and too much local and national government interference in their lives. But what we're seeing play out so far backs up what I think we're on the current trajectory towards in terms of the next general election, which is Labour as the largest party, but not securing a resounding victory and actually having to go into coalition perhaps with the Lib Dems, with the Greens, with the SNP, because you've now got this projection that's come out from the BBC, which is a 9-point lead. So on the basis of these local election results so far, it's looking like Labour 35 and Conservatives 26, so a 9-point Labour lead. But of course, Labour's lead in all the national polls has been larger and sometimes much larger than 9 points, regularly deep into double digits. And the reason for that is, the reason that Labour are not running away with this is because you're seeing there a big 20% vote for the Lib Dems, and you are also seeing notable gains as well for the Greens. So Labour aren't running away with this. You're seeing Lib Dem and Green gains as well. But a pretty horrendous set of election results so far for the Tories. Once all the results are in, I will do a follow-up. But let me know what you make of all of that so far in the comments below, guys. Does it surprise you or not? Please do give this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.